Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. These clips are learner drivers driving on the road. I'm a driving instructor and advanced driver, and I wanted to bring to your attention how learners are treated by our fellow motorists. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this video, it would be very much appreciated. Okay, let's get into this. What we're looking at is the BMW on the left hand side. My pupil had moved over to the right on this dual carriageway to pass a bus and was looking to get back to the left-hand lane, but this BMW was coming up very fast on the inside and decided to undertake us, and as you can see, at great speed. And then further down the road, passing and undertaking another vehicle, moved out of the bus lane to the right. Not good driving at all. Rat. Now what we're looking at here is the Range Rover pulling out from the left. And what this is really about is how long it takes him to get back over to his own side of the road, hogging right to the last moment. Just particularly not good driving at all. Now in this clip, we're looking at the Mercedes behind the Audi, just passing now. As he goes past, he does increase his speed quite a lot. Then as you see as he goes, he's in the right-hand lane, directly moves to the left with no indication, tries undertaking brakes. And then he's not happy with that, moves back to the right with no indication, swings around the car, and then back to the left again. Quite aggressive driving here. And the thing is, what did he actually achieve by it? Where did he actually get? Absolutely nowhere at all. Now what we've got here is a very aggressive Skoda driver behind us who passes us on this road. Look how much room he gives us when he comes back in again. Excessively tight. Totally ignored the learner driver whatsoever. Gave no courtesy at all. Now as we go, he's not done yet. So as we get up to the junction ahead, as you can see, there's two people with two disabled people in wheelchairs. He totally ignores them at this junction. One goes around the back of him, and then as the second person comes across, they realise with that aggressiveness up to the junction, and it looks like they're going to wait. They're not going to go. They're going to wait there until he's gone. But he's not done yet. Now, when he eventually moves off at this junction, the person's very grateful behind. We hold right back, keep some nice distance, which is good, and we let the person cross. Now, if we come down here, you notice here is this same fella again, parked up on the left-hand side, and more importantly, look where he's parked. Double yellow lines, there's spaces in the front that he could have parked and decided not to. This is one real selfish person. Okay, this BMW driver behind us comes up quite close. He's not happy being behind a learner driver, so he decides he wants to do something about it. So he's looking for an opportunity and he passes. But the key thing is, look where he passes. Mandatory keep left. No, not interested in that at all. We go around the right-hand side because we're very special in our big car. So he carries on up to the roundabout. Now I'm letting this video run on a bit because I'm quite pleased the way my pupil dealt with this, even sort of dealing with that BMW. But more importantly, as we get up to the roundabouts, we can see a pedestrian on the left-hand side. And my pupil picks up this pedestrian right there. And in doing so, slows right down, lets the person go. He acknowledges that quite nicely. And then he carries on. I think that was a nice touch. But as we come up to the roundabout, guess who we're going to see again? The person who was very, very impatient. Yes, our good friend, the BMW. And here we are. There he is. Lost, of course. Right round the roundabout. Doesn't know where he's going. What a bloody plonker. This time we're directing our attention to a pedestrian. This guy here on the right-hand side. Very entitled young man that he is too. And as we come up to take the roundabout, nice and gently, where do? We see him crossing the road, not looking, not checking. And what's in front of him? A bloody crossing where he should be using. He doesn't care. His entitlement, he knows we're there. Look at this. has a good look around to say, yeah, I'm very special. I'm going to cross right in front of you and make you slow down. Another prat. What we're looking at is the black hatchback that just passed us. We're in Richmond Park. It's a 20-mile-per-hour limit. And he feels that he can just overtake here, where you've got lots of cyclists, pedestrians, and wildlife. Now, as we go ahead, he crosses the mini roundabout, and as we're approaching to and aware of the cyclist in front of us, as you can see, he's picking up speed here, literally disappearing into the distance. And as we come up to this cyclist, and my pupil gives him plenty of space as he passes, we're looking, where is that black hatchback? We can barely even see them. They disappeared into the distance. Again, some very, very poor driving. Now, what we have here is an entitled BMW driver. As you saw there, left only in the left-hand lane, straight on in the lane that we're in. We get many opportunities to see that what lane you need to be in, depending on where you're going. As you can see ahead here on the ground, once again, that's the second opportunity telling you this is left only. And as you can see in front of us, this lane is to go straight on. As we continue up to the roundabout, and there's even a sign on the left saying left or straight on. There's another sign there in the road stating left only. I mean, how many opportunities do you need and how much information do you need? As we continue further down the road here, we're just going to have a little look behind us, and what do we see? There's the fella in his BMW, nice and entitled, passing everybody in the right-hand lane, passing the left-only signs. He passes us as well. Could have got him behind us, but no, straight across at the last moment because I'm special. So I'm going to carry on. I don't need to follow the rules of the road. And what else does he do? Just as we go there, what's that? A keep clear. He's not interested in that either. So as he stops in there briefly, he then carries on again. Another wanker. No good at all. Now this clip is another BMW, which you can't quite see at the moment because he's going to be coming down quite fast. My pupil moves out to pass a bus. Look how quick he catches up. And then just as we pass the bus, full acceleration right past us, taking up 2 lanes as he comes to the roundabout, brakes hard, indicating right up the arse of yet another vehicle. This is just another sign of extremely poor driving on the road again. Now this clip is about being blindsided. Look at the van that's turning left and the one we're pointing at that's going to be coming out. He gets blindsided by that van. He should have given way there, but he didn't. Did he look properly? Not entirely sure. But if it wasn't for my pupils slowing down there when they did, that could have been a very awkward transition. This bike coming up on the left-hand side, it's wet conditions. He's in the middle at best. And as he sees us, a learner driver, does he acknowledge us? Not really. He just needs to be on his way. Look at the traffic calm and measure in the middle of the road. Should he wait? Of course he should. Look at the gap he's left. Nothing. No checking, straight through. Again, very poor driving from a motorcyclist, although he's a learner. Now this clip here, the BMW coming up on the left-hand side, he should come in behind us really in that gap there. You can see slightly over, not interested. That lane he's in is a right turn only lane. I'm not interested in that. He comes past us. He comes into our braking distance. The vehicle in front is turning left. He brakes hard. He makes us start to slow down as well. This is very, very poor driving. Now this clip here, first car I'd say can come through, but the second really should have waited. It's just slight impatience here. Not particularly good driving. Happens an awful lot. I'd like to see things like that change, to be honest. Now, as we move into this clip, it's the cyclist we're paying attention to here, the one arrowed. Now, this happens an awful lot. They petition for their bike lanes, and here is a lovely bike lane on the left-hand side. Right there. What does he do? He totally ignores it and just carries on the road. But why? That's a lovely little dual lane. There's no one else on it. It's all for him. And what does he do? He stays on the road to hold everybody up. That's entitlement at its best as a cyclist. This clip here, another cyclist, this fella here. And we got a red light. You know what's coming, guys, don't you? You know what's coming. People, they want to be treated with respect, the cyclists, but when they do that, it's just not good. Apart from being dangerous and putting themselves at risk, they're riding through and it's not good at all. That sort of thing has to stop. Now, this clip here is more about awareness. It's not that the cyclist does anything massively wrong, but you've got to be aware of the cyclist. Look, he's in his lane, and as my pupil is about to look to pass, he suddenly sees him waver into our lane, so he holds back, which I think is excellent. Watching the car on the left and the people on the right, again, watch the cyclist. He's not looking, he's not checking. And he then waves over into our lane yet again. Now he's avoiding the car on the right as we're slowing right down to let the car go. So again, it's just being careful. Watch the pedestrians, watch the cyclists. Sometimes you don't know what they're going to do. Now, what we're looking at here is this Audi, a complete prat. He's coming up on a road. It's quite busy, lots of traffic. He comes really close, so we've got an idea of his intentions. And then what he does, he overtakes us. He chooses a totally inappropriate time because as he accelerates past, which he really didn't need to, look at this fella here. It's a cyclist on the right. So as we're coming up, the pinch point is at the same time when the cyclist pass. Did he get enough room? I'll let you decide that. But again, very, very poor driving and awareness. This guy here, this is common practice. Look at the pinch point here. Gives us no room. The vehicles are on his side of the road. He should have slowed down and let us pass. Okay, that's it. So who gets bell end of the week for me? Well, basically, it's got to be this guy in the Skoda, a complete twat in his driving and very, very entitled. Okay, till the next time, guys. Thanks for watching.